Hey, welcome into another Whoosh Wednesday. I know last week I missed both the weekly roundup and the Whoosh Wednesday. Apologies. Just some stuff going on in my personal life. But I'm back. If you're enjoying the content, I know I've tried to put out a couple of shorts in between to hold everyone over, so make sure to check those out. One was a Lego Star Wars haul from May the 4th, and the others one was a short from Free Comic Book Day at Nick's Comic Strip just outside, and that teased this video here. So that's what I want to talk about today. Free Comic Book Day. What is it? How does it kind of work? And why you should go check it out, because it's really, really cool. So Free Comic Book Day happens every May, usually the first weekend of May. Sometimes it changes. During COVID, it was kind of thrown off a little bit. But it's really one of the cool opportunities for shops to go out and get some inexpensive books to give away to their customers. Now, it's called Free Comic Book Day because it's free for you and I to go into a shop and pick up books if they're offering them. The books are not free to the shop, and I mentioned that in my short. They used to cost around 25 cents per book for the shop, which greatly discounted from what it normally costs for a book, right? But the shop still pays 25 cents a book. So when you go in and you pick up those free books, you're more than welcome to go pick them up and not buy anything. For me personally, when I go in, I try to support the shop as much as I can, so I'll always buy something. And on this trip, I ended up picking up a couple of packs of Magic cards, which, stay tuned, video on that coming soon, on Magic cards, the Magic comic book going on from Boom Studios and stuff like that. Teaser. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that Free Comic Book Day is an awesome opportunity to go out and support your local shops, to see them for the first time if you haven't had the chance, and to pick up some good reading material that might introduce you into some characters that you are not familiar with, or aren't familiar with the current story arcs, or introduce you to some of the upcoming story arcs that they're going to have. So Marvel currently has a Blood Hunt storyline going on with vampires and all the superheroes. So that's something they introduced in this. They introduced a new Star Wars comic. Well, not new. It's new in the sense of it's not reprinted material as far as I know, but it does have some new stories for Luke and Darth Vader in it. So that's really cool. You get some other things like the Energon universe from Image, which is awesome. And that kind of goes into how they've taken over the G.I. Joe and Transformers universe and kind of merged that into their own thing, which is cool to see. So definitely make sure that if you weren't able to make it to this Free Comic Book Day, that you go and you check out the next one next year. Sometimes there's this like Halloween Comic Fest that goes on in around October-ish, the end of September, beginning of October-ish, where there's also some free comics. I'll keep an eye out and update everyone on that. So that's another opportunity to get introduced to some things, but I wanted to take this opportunity to go through some of the books that I picked up for Free Comic Book Day. So there's a really cool Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one. Who is Night Watcher? I don't know. Let's read it and find out, right? So there's some really good ways of getting into some characters that you may or may not be familiar with. So like Street Fighter versus Final Fight was one of the books that was free. I know as someone who's mildly interested in Street Fighter, I'm really, really curious about jumping into this one and reading it. And for free, I'll absolutely give it a chance. One Piece is a show that's huge on Netflix, and I've never really gotten into it, but that was one of the free books this year. So I'm definitely going to give this a read and see if I can kind of jump into One Piece and kind of enjoy it. I also know that it's a trading card game right now that's really popular, so that's pretty cool. Something I remember seeing on TV all the time when I was a kid was Johnny Quest. I mean, there were reruns from way back in the day, but I didn't know they were making a new comic, so to be able to pick this one up was really, really cool. As I mentioned earlier, Blood Hunt, #1, Free Comic Book Day edition of it. And then it also has like a little small teaser trailer for the Uncanny X-Men, which is going to be kicking off following the events of Fall of the House of X. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, this Blood Hunt really has me interested. I've always liked Blade. Loved the movies back in the day with Wesley Snipes. So that's pretty cool. We got some Spider-Man and Ultimate Universe stuff going on in this one, which again, cool to check it out. I mean, they're still a little iffy on them relaunching the Ultimate Universe, but Ultimate Spider-Man has been great. Ultimate X-Men has been fantastic. So credit to both of those titles. They're really great. So check this out if you're interested um, in the new stuff. And you can also grab these on the Marvel Unlimited app for all the Marvel books. You can grab on there using the code. If you go to marvel.com/redeem and use the code free2024, they'll have a bundle of all of their free books, and then you can read all of those for free too digitally, which is great. Like I said earlier, there was a Star Wars one with Luke and Darth Vader. That's supposedly an original story, so that's pretty cool. And then the last one I really wanted to highlight, and I already mentioned it kind of, was the Energon universe, because this cover is dope. And Transformers is one of my favorite franchises, as much as it's a little hard for me to keep up with some of the non-Beast Wars ones. I absolutely love Beast Wars. It's my favorite. But I'm very, very interested in jumping into this because I genuinely love the Transformers. I loved the movies. I love the cartoons. And I love, like I said, I love Beast Wars. So I'm curious to see where they go from there. And I know that all of these books are free and that maybe they don't seem significant or anything along those lines, but a lot of the times they end up being the first appearance for somebody. It could be somebody minor. I believe last year was Bloodline, the daughter of Blade. It was her first appearance in a free comic book day book. And I don't think the character's really caught on yet, but eventually maybe. I believe Nadia Van Dyne, I believe it is, or Nadia Pym. I can't remember what her last name is, but she is the new Wasp in the Champions, the Young Avengers, that kind of run there. And her first appearance was in a free comic book day, but the one I really, really wanted to highlight is actually one that I have graded, and that is this one, which is Star Wars The Clone Wars Adventures number NN, because it's not numbered. It was a free comic book day from 2004, and this is actually the first comic book appearance of General Grievous. So, really awesome. I didn't know until I started looking that it was his first appearance. It may or may not be the first like cover appearance of Barriss Offee, and I'm blanking right now, but yeah. So really, really cool, nice little free comic book day thing, and it's a 994, which for a free book, a lot of people don't take care of their free books back then. But the fact that it is General Grievous, his first appearance, is really cool to me. So you can find some really, really cool books in the free comic book day stuff. There's some really cool characters that get introduced in them. So always, always keep an eye out for them. But more importantly, and I can't stress this enough, go visit your local shop. Even if you don't buy anything, pop in and see what's there. Maybe there's something there that you're not going to pick up today, but it'll catch your eye and you'll come back for it. Or maybe you'll like the environment and you'll want to go there more often to actually buy something. You don't have to buy anything that day, but it's important to continue to support these places so we continue to have these opportunities. So whatever your local shop is, go pop in, show them some support, and just go and enjoy them so that way we can continue to enjoy this hobby. But that's it for me for Free Comic Book Day. I feel like that was a lot. But Free Comic Book Day is really cool. It's one of my favorite times to go to a shop and see everybody come in and enjoy the books. So hopefully in the future you get that opportunity. And the coolest part about this year's Free Comic Book Day was that it also happened to be May 4th. So may the 4th be with you on that one. But yeah, we'll catch you here next time on Whoosh. Thanks.